Alright guys, so we are back at the shop. I'm a little tired today, so forgive me. But we just got this beautiful Ford GT in. Newer Ford GT. We have this one here now, or we had this one in for service. Another one from JHG, but we got that one in just now. And it's in a beautiful yellow color. This looks amazing. It just came in for an oil change. It's beautiful. I don't really see these too much, so seeing one here is pretty awesome, up close and personal. Crazy looking car compared to the older generation, which I prefer the older generation still, but that looks like a hypercar to me.
No.
So what do you think of the Ford GT, bro?
Man, reminds me of my first. Reminds me of mine.
Your first hypercar?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one sitting outside? Yeah.
I leave mine outside. That's the only difference.
It just looks a little bit
That's
like a Civic is the only thing. And if you guys don't know, which is cool, the mirrors are actually uneven. They're not in the same spot on the door. So see that right there? There's a gap. On the other side, there's not a gap. I don't remember the exact reason why that is. I believe it has something to do with the way the driver is positioned. With our ever-changing lineup, we have this 570 GT that came in. Then we also have, which we have done a video on in the past, with Velocity AP. They put a lot of parts on here, and this car makes a lot of power. We don't know an exact power number yet, but this car makes a lot of power. It's a Aston Martin Vantage F1 edition, so these are more rare than the traditional Vantage, and comes with different front bumper, lots of little carbon pieces and stuff, and of course the wing on the back, which looks super cool. I love the blacked out look as well, very menacing. Holland. So we also got this Caterham 7420RM brought to us by our good friend Travis. Came in for a couple just small things and an alignment. I absolutely love these cars. They're so crazy to look at, also see driving on the road, but just look at how small the steering wheel is. Travis was also telling us that the pedals are super close together, so it's actually really easy to hit the gas when you're trying to hit the brake, or vice versa. Can be a little dangerous if you have bigger feet, but love the color too. The orange fits it very well. It'd be very easy to burn your leg on this exhaust. And this car is actually running now. This is 458 Destroyer's Huracan STO, and it's got a full twin turbo kit on it. This has been an ongoing project for a while now, and we're finally able to get it running now. I wasn't here when Mike started it up, but we're gonna definitely be filming some content with this in the coming months. This was the GT3RS that me and Holland picked up in the last video you guys saw, but it's now got steel brakes on it, no longer the carbon ceramics. So what's the purpose of putting steel brakes on over leaving the carbon ceramics on?
Mainly for track purposes. You don't want to wear out your carbon ceramic brakes, wear out some steel brakes.
Because they're pricey.
Correct. Yes.
Yes, very pricey.
Mucho pricey.
Mucho. Oh yeah. Look at those. Is PFC a pretty reputable brand for
PFC's good, yeah.
For steel brakes? Yeah.
We try to put PFCs on there. They're quiet, they stop good.
Yeah.
PFC brakes are a good mix between like a race pad and a street pad. They're a good pad that's going to be like a street pad and quiet, but at the same time stop like a track pad.
Yeah. There's Dave. Here's the carbon ceramics, as you can see. These always look so cool. Steel brakes save the carbon ceramics from track use. This owner plans on tracking this car pretty hard, which is what it's meant for, which is awesome. He just wants to save these because they are very pricey brakes. So I wanted to wait till Mike was putting it on the lift, but about to do an oil change on this car, and I think we're going to talk to Mike a little bit about how crazy the designs are on Ford GTs, especially the new one. All right, Mike, what do we got going on?
A little service action.
Is there anything especially unique about servicing these new Ford GTs?
Yes, there's specific drains you need to drain from this oil system. If you drain the wrong one, it's a bad day. You just gotta pop off this panel.
That's why they pay you the big bucks.
It's a really cool car though.
Yeah, all the aerodynamics as well.
Yeah, check out look at the length of the control arms.
That's a control arm?
Yeah, this is the lower control arm. So it's all cantilever, push-rod suspension. The actual shock is right here. There's two that go down in this direction. It's got a really crazy system. This is one of the push rods that goes up. It articulates down this way, and you got the two shocks right here.
So the shocks are not actually accessible until you take this piece off?
Yeah, you gotta remove all this carbon. As you can see, there's a lot of
Yeah.
downforce.
But there's so much underside carbon as well, which is crazy.
All the aerodynamics that went into this to provide the right amount of downforce.
Oh yeah. I mean, even just this right here is crazy. That hole leads outside.
All that airflow just goes around this way to the side.
Yeah. How many hours job is this?
That's not too bad actually. I mean, just the panel. This panel has different size. It's all like T30 bolts here, but they're different lengths. So you
Yeah.
gotta make sure you can still see where I have them marked from the last time I did it. But
Oh, so you know which bolts go where.
it's just good to keep track of that stuff.
Is this a carbon fiber like under tray?
Everything's carbon.
Crap.
Everything's carbon and aluminum, but majority of this car is carbon fiber.
That's insane.
So this is our good friend Sammy Pori's car. We service majority of his collection.
And most of them are yellow.
Yep.
Okay.
He's one of the greatest guys you'll ever meet, and we're very thankful he trusts us with his cars. He's got quite a beautiful collection, that's for sure.
So we are about to go take that GT3RS that you guys saw in the last video. We are going to go take it to Porsche, and then we are going to go pick up a customer's 458. So I'm going to bring you guys along. I enjoy going to pick up cars and stuff. It's always a fun experience. Steel brakes all done on this. Looking good. Ready for track use. So yeah, I'll catch you guys when we are on the road. Alright, so we just dropped off the Porsche and we're waiting on Lane. He's gonna come pick us up, and then we're gonna head to pick up the Ferrari and head back to the shop. Alright, are we all squared away here? We good?
Yep, just dropped off the GT3RS. They're gonna take a look at it, and let's go get a Ferrari.
It's a little chilly, so we're gonna put the top up. Oh yeah! Dude. Alright guys, so we just picked up the car. We just picked up the Ferrari 458 Italia in yellow. Dude, literally what you were talking about. Leather and carbon.
Exactly.
Right?
Ferrari can figure it out.
Leather and carbon. Would you take this or a new Z06 though?
This.
Yes, I agree.
One reason. The Ferrari factor. We have other
Alright, we got 2 bananas in here now. 2 bananas, Mike. Dude, look at this cool Ford GT over here. I really hope there's not a creepy dude sitting behind a tool chest. How's it going over here? What's going on?
I just put oil in it.
Alright, so what kind of oil is this?
Special GT oil.
So is it for supercars only, basically?
Just for this one.
Oh my god. I didn't even know this, but Castrol makes Edge Supercar for Ford GTs only. Pretty crazy.